Hi, my name is Josh McMahon, and this is my Week 7 journal. Part 1 was what were your biggest takeaways from your SLP interviews and conducting the FBA. After completing the SLP interview, I feel I gained a better understanding of the various assessments tools our SLP and our school district uses, and the various types of formal assessments, observational, and survey type assessments. I'm very familiar with the formal assessments that both myself and the school psychologist use, because that's who I team up with most of the time, but as well we do have students on speech services. But I was really unfamiliar with the survey type assessments. Being a new RSP teacher, still getting to know more and more about the formal assessments we use. But I really did like the survey type assessments that are sent home to the parents, as well as sent home to other team members to kind of get a better picture of where the student is falling apart, or what areas of concern maybe the parent has at home that we might not have at the school, or vice versa. And I thought that was a great source, or a great tool for assessment, and really helps the team get to know all the areas of concerns. As well, another takeaway was learning what team members the SLP collaborate most with. For example, in our readings, it talks a lot about the behaviorists in the SLP collaborating, which I could see being important with social goals and communicating with others, and how it would be important to align those goals. But as well, after the SLP interview, I learned that our school psychologists and SLP collaborate the most with their assessment process and trying to identify students with ASD. A lot of the assessments they collaborate on to see if the students qualify, and I thought that was very interesting and important to know moving forward as an RSP teacher. After conducting the FBA, I feel I took away more than I thought I would. Being an RSP teacher, the FBA process is not unfamiliar, but going through the IRIS modules again was a helpful reminder of the different tools used to collect data, as well as multiple data collection, and just different tools that kind of paint a better picture and target the behavior and why it's happening. As well, it was nice to refresh not only going through the process, but going through reinforcement, both positive and negative. I feel as any teacher, these are things that we go through not knowingly, but it was nice to go through a refresher of reinforcements to use in the classroom, both positive and negative reinforcement, and just ways that you can reinforce positive behavior in the classroom. Also, the process of observing the student was awesome for me. Being an RSP teacher in a pull-out classroom where we pull them into our learning center, I don't get the chance to observe students as much as I like. But going through this observation was a pretty cool experience for me, being able to go in the classroom, observe, collect data on behavior, and not only just being able to do it multiple times, but as well it kind of opened the door for collaboration with the gen ed teacher, and just being able to collaborate and hear the teacher's concerns, as well as kind of aligning what we've observed and seeing if we're seeing the same things, or if there's different times that maybe I need to come back and observe, and just to see behaviors that are happening at times maybe I'm not able to observe. How will I apply this in the future? And for me, being an RSP teacher, I feel that both of these are very important for me, so I feel that I will be applying all the knowledge that I've learned from this process of both the FBA and interviewing the SLP for students with ASD. Obviously, as an RSP teacher, a lot of the change in placements we do the assessments before they change into like inclusion or maybe a SDC class for autism. So knowing the process of the SLP, what assessments they use, and as well as what assessments the school psychologists use, will be helpful for me to moving forward and being able to identify students and make sure that we're going through the right process and using the right assessments or maybe other assessments that we can use to help identify students as well. The FBA process, we're always going to have students that maybe just behavior interventions aren't working, and we need to move forward to see, how can we target these behaviors. Maybe the FBA would be the route we take. And yeah, I'm glad that I got to refresh and learn new things about both.